everybody. It's me, Aggie.
I'm Shelley somewhere in here, but it was a different view. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Live
We're
like
doing
everywhere
Wintery
tonight.
watercolors tonight. Yay!
Yay, watercolors.
Time to just chill out and paint a little.
Hi, Dolores. You did follow us. Thank you. Dolores was on our last live where we were talking about Santa, so.
Dolores is in the house. Okay, I think we need the widescreen, right? I don't know, is that what we did? I'm going to move my camera so that it's overhead. So pardon me. Oh, wait, the cord. I have a cord problem.
We'll just make you sick all at the same time. I'll do mine too.
Yeah, just look away. Nothing to see here. Look away. No.
Go watch. I've got a true mess of cords. My phone is plugged in. I'm watching my baby chicks on the webcam to make sure they're doing good. Cords everywhere.
So I actually traced an owl onto a canvas. I mean, a wood panel that has been gessoed. And I don't know, I kind of want to see how that might work on here. And then I also have another owl that I drew onto some watercolor paper. And this is 4.5 by 6. So I just took a 9 by 12 sheet and cut it into quarters. And of course, let's see, the drawing guide for this is available at our website, thepaintersjourney.com. And let's see, did I share that link? I don't think I did. Let me go grab that for you.
Yes, remember that those we do have kind of different styles, don't we, Dolores? That's kind of the fun thing. We can just express ourselves however we like. But be sure that you go to the website www.thepaintersjourney.com and grab the tracers because they will be going away in a week.
Right. So this link, it says Wintery watercolors. That's like the header category for every week. The same link will get you to the place where you can then click on that week's subject. And this week is owl. And I think next week we're doing deer, and then we've got several other animals that we'll be doing. So I think you're going to enjoy this.
Yeah, you don't want to miss it.
All right, so here we go. Yeah, I'm going to try putting my palette on that side. And Shelley likes to work wet on dry, right?
I do. I kind of, I don't know why. I just feel like I have more control when I use the wet brush on the dry paper. And I'm working in a little booklet that I really love. I don't even know what size this is, but I bought quite a few of these. They were on sale on Amazon Prime, and I wanted to do quite a few paintings for my grandchildren that I can give them over time. So.
All right, so I'm going to try and make a nice warm red. Nice warm red here to get going on his hat. I
don't know. The light really helps me see, but I don't know if it helps everyone else. Yeah.
What light?
The light that I have one of the canvas lights on.
Oh, on your camera stand? Yeah.
It really helps me see, but I always worry that it washes out a lot. I noticed that the colors look much different for me than they look for everybody who's watching.
Yeah, I've noticed that about the canvas stand also, which is a bummer. Bummer.
So I mixed up kind of before we came live, I was playing with colors and kind of a base color that I might want to start. I wanted to find kind of a warm gray. So I mixed sap green, phthalo blue, quin magenta, and some burnt sienna to get kind of a nice gray. I'll show you guys that in a second. But this color for his chest, basically I just added some yellow ochre. I think that's what it was. Yeah, yellow ochre into that. I just had a tiny bit of that kind of gray color left on my brush. So, so that's what his little chest color is there.
This was kind of a green that I just added some blue and yellow to. Whatever I get, I guess.
I like keeping the little card out. I kind of wrote my mixtures. You can kind of see where I started with the gray, and as I warmed it up a little bit, it's kind of nice to practice the color, see it before you commit to it on your paper. Sometimes if you're just painting and just relaxing and having fun, you don't have to worry about that. But whenever you want to have a better idea, you can always just practice a bit. What I love about watercolors is the ability to let them dry and then just reactivate them and use them again.
Yeah, that is
So
the
much
beauty.
nicer.
That's the beauty of them for sure. So this is just coming back in. My paper is still just a little bit wet. What I've noticed is that when I have a slightly thicker mixture of paint, you know, not as much water added in there, that's when I can get a nice richer tone. And it just takes experience. It's a experiential kind of thing where you just have to kind of get the feel of it. And I still don't always have it. I'll be honest with you, you know, but I just keep practicing. Like how thin should my, you know, watery mixture be, you know? You just don't know. The more you do it, the more you get it.
I always feel like with watercolor, I like to sneak up on it a little bit. I'd rather start a little light than be too dark.
Yeah, that's true. So maybe some really warmer tones now. And I could probably even use the raw sienna with some orange to kind of really get this just a little bit warmer.
I like the idea of a little orange. His chest is still a little bit wet. I want to let it dry a little bit better.
So I'm just softening. Yeah, I like the orangey color.
Noticing this paper definitely isn't as nice as the Arches paper that I've been using, but that's all right.
Yeah, you really can tell a difference with
Yeah,
the quality of the paper.
yeah, but that's all right.
In the sketchbook, what brand is that?
I was trying to look at what brand this is. I really do like it. The light is so bad that I really can't see it, but I can post a link to it.
Oh,
Let me see.
that bad, huh?
I've ordered them a number of times, so I'm sure they're on my list here. Paul Rubens watercolor.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I never heard of him, but he seems to be pretty famous when it comes to like art supplies.
Yeah. Maybe I'll come down and do his toes a little bit orangish down here. I was trying to sketch his eyes in really quick before our live, and I'm going to have some fixing to do when I paint them.
And I'm just getting into this and not talking much. Sorry.
So easy to do.
I think I am going to give him like a little branch that he's kind of sitting on.
It's so easy to just relax and and not talk. It's just like,
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I know. That's the hardest part is actually stopping and talking. It's like, "Oh, yeah, we're supposed to talk."
Oh, yeah, we have friends that are joining us. I'm just trying to put a little bit of shadow around the outside of the eye. I used burnt sienna and a little bit of raw sienna, kind of laid some color in, and now just going back in and pushing with a clean-ish wet brush to blend that out some.
I lost my highlight. All right, so it's almost like it's good to work in twos because I gotta let some stuff dry on that before I can do any more, or else I'm gonna ruin it.
Yeah,
So I'm
it's
gonna,
hard to make yourself move around.
yeah, I mean, because with this better paper like this, it does stay wet a little bit longer. So I'm gonna move him off camera, and maybe on this one I will start. Well, I'm gonna start the same place. I'm gonna do the hat first. I don't know how this is gonna work on this. Well, I guess we'll see.
I drew my owl first without a hat and then decided I liked the hat, so I put it on.
Hmm. You are allowed to change your mind.
Sometimes that happens. It sounds like my microphone is echoing for some reason. I don't know why it's doing that.
Oh, I have this so close that I keep hitting it, so I'm gonna move it out of the way a little bit. Oh, too much water. Hello. It's not bad on wood.
The watercolors on wood? Is that what
Yeah.
you're doing? Oh. I don't think I've ever tried that before.
I mean, I could. There are watercolor grounds that you could put, to make it more toothy. Okay, let's get a gray going here.
Cha-ching.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Whoever just placed an order, you're the best. My dogs are acting so worn out. I don't know what has them all exhausted today.
Huh.
Poor Higgins. Sometimes I move through the house so quickly that he'll follow me to a room and lay down. And then I'll move to another room and he'll be like, all right, where are we going now? This morning I was like, I'm sorry.
That's funny. I like painting on the wood. I like it. I like it.
I need to do that.
Here's how this one looks. Okay. Now I'm going to start with the eyes. And the black is just so cold. So I'm actually mixing it with my really dark brown. So was it hot by you today?
It was pretty warm. I think in the upper 80s. But the baby chicks still acted kind of cold, so.
So how long do you have to keep a really close eye on them?
Well, if my heater was working the way it's supposed to, I wouldn't worry so much. But since I have a heat lamp in there, I don't know. I don't really like to use the heat lamp because there's just such a fire risk with it.
Yeah.
But really, the amount of heat they need goes down about 5 degrees a week. So when they're first hatched, they need, I think it's something like 92 degrees. And then it goes down 5 degrees a week. So in a couple weeks, they'll, it just depends upon how cold the weather, gets here.
Mm-hmm.
I always worry first opening the box when they ship in, and the lady at the post office carried them out, and I could hear them cheeping inside. So that's always a nice sign when you can hear them in there doing okay.
Yeah.
I always worry about them.
Did they come from far away?
So that's another thing when I order. I ordered these from Ohio, so it's not too far away. So they didn't ship until late yesterday afternoon, and they were here by 11:30 this morning. So that's pretty good. I like hatching them myself, but I just have a small backyard coop, so of course, anytime you hatch, sometimes you get males, and the boys fight each other. So if I hatch out boys, I've got to work to try to find someone who wants roosters, and it's just kind of easier to just order them.
Do you ever see them mating?
Yeah, so that I don't have a rooster now, but when I have had a rooster, they're not shy.
I don't even know how they do it. I mean, you don't have to get into that right now with me, but it's like, how do they even? I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so funny. One of the funniest conversations I ever had with anybody was at a volleyball tournament, and everybody was like, so does the rooster get into the nest box and do something over the eggs? No.
Oh my goodness.
No, he doesn't. He's with the lady, just like normal. But it's funny now that I don't have roosters. I don't have a rooster.
Mm-hmm.
One of the hens will take that job and be the boss of because they're very they're very flock oriented, they have a hierarchy.
Yeah.
So one of the hens will become the lead hen, and she'll act like she's doing that part too. I've even had a hen that crows before because she's trying to, be the man of the
Roost.
family group. Yeah.
Huh. Gotta keep those girls in line.
Yep. I'm the boss now.
That's funny.
I wonder if any of our friends are painting along with us. I'd like to. It'd be fun if
anybody
painting, or anybody painted any of the pieces that we've shown before.
Oh, that's a good question.
So funny, I'm painting his hat thinking about the Santa's visit hat colors.
Yeah, it's all related, right? Yeah, we just did a live talking about that. That was fun.
That was fun.
might try a little blue on this guy. A little blue-gray.
Oh, the order was for a monthly membership.
Oh, yay.
Yeah. From our
Yay.
Canada friend.
Oh my goodness, we have a Canadian.
Yeah.
Yay.
Curiosity was killing me. I had to go check it. Lori says she's not painting with us, just soaking it all in. Oh, yay.
Hey, Lori. Well, I haven't looked up in a while.
It's easy to get sucked into it. I think I've got a dog hair on my brush that keeps bothering me. I see it every now and then I can't find it.
I think next time, I do like doing it on the wood, but I think I am going to use maybe some watercolor ground. I think I do have some. I should go look. I think that, doesn't Golden offer something like that?
I've honestly never even heard of watercolor ground before.
Oh, okay. Let me see if I can find it.
Well, Lori, if you're watching and have any questions, be sure you just scream out so we know. We kind of get into painting and forget to say all the things. So let's see. This gray was my sap green, phthalo blue, quinacridone magenta, and burnt sienna.
I found it.
Found it in all of her stash of things.
Here it is. Absorbent ground. Opaque primer for water media. Yeah.
Weird. I've literally never heard of that before.
Yeah, I will put this on a board for next time and show you guys what that looks like.
That was really cool.
Wow, yours looks reminiscent of one of your cool chicks.
It does.
The cool texture and everything that you've got. You can tell that you are around, chicks and stuff because you've got nice confidence in your feathers and stuff. I love that, Shelley.
Oh, yeah, being around those birds.
Yeah, that's awesome. Being around birds.
Oh, the birds.
Try this really small brush and get his eyes a little lighter.
It's funny. This morning, my husband texted me and said, "Did you see that we have a new pet?" I was like, "What?" I was getting ready this morning, and he's getting a little blue. The camera, our security camera, gave a warning that there was a pet on the driveway, which was concerning because the dogs were on the deck the last I saw them.
Right.
And I was like, I hope that the dogs are still there. Anyway, it was a bird that flew up at the security camera, and the security camera classified it as a pet.
That is funny.
But I was happy to see that the dogs were safe and no emergency.
That's funny. Yeah, it really helps having a nice small brush. This is a Utrecht Sablet, number 228, size 2. That helped on the eyes.
Oh yeah, I've been using a round 6.
Okay, so now for his little toesies. They're not really toes, are they?
Yeah, I think so. I call them toes.
Is that what they're called? Okay.
Some people might call them talons.
Yeah, that's it. And tomorrow night, we're going to go live again, and we're going to talk about tiered tray designs.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Really kind of just talking about how to what do they call it? How to set up your art best for taking pictures to sell it.
Yeah.
Kind of ways to present your pieces so that they're appealing to buyers.
Right. And maybe just some ideas. I mean, I had never done a tiered tray before, and it is really fun.
You're making me want to go get a tiered tray.
I know. I really, you should get one.
I should tell my daughter. She would probably come in and give us all kinds of ideas.
Oh, I would love that. Or you could just glean them from her.
Yeah, just give me all the secrets. Tell me everything you know.
Well, I mean, the nice thing is you don't have to know everything. It's the kind of thing that you just, again, explore, try different things out. Doesn't have to be perfect, you know. It's just a tiered tray.
But I think sometimes when we're setting up for taking product pictures, it's easy to get in a rut because we just want to get it done, get it listed, get on to the next thing. We're always so busy. So it's nice to have a few little tips to maybe think about.
Yeah, and you know, it's nice to maybe be inspired a little bit by doing something a little different. Well, these little owl eyes are not easy. The little hairs. Oh, but it is cute when you put a few little hairs, feather hairs coming out of his eyes.
Yeah, they are cute. Let's see, what do I want? I didn't tell you why my morning yesterday was so hectic.
What happened?
So my husband, isn't that how all hectic mornings start out? All
With
hectic morning
your
stories.
husband? Something about your husband?
Yes.
We're gonna get in trouble.
I know. That's okay. No, he would say, yeah, no, that's true. So, we got up at the regular time. Everything is fine. I don't know what he does getting ready for so long in the morning. I really don't. He takes
You're really gonna get in trouble.
no, I've told him this. He takes so long to get ready. And like he's been up for an hour and then I hear the shower start. I'm like, what in the world? I think
I can tell you what it is, but I think it would be a little off color, just that morning constitutional, if you know what I mean.
maybe, but I think what he's
the same way. It's like, how long do you need?
I think what he's doing is sitting on the side of the tub, brushing his teeth.
Okay.
And he reads on the Kindle app all the time.
Well, yeah, that's what they're doing. They're reading while other things are going on.
Yeah,
Yes.
I do think he's brushing his teeth, but
very caught up in that.
Still, I'm like, so then he's ready to leave, and I had a few things I needed to talk to him about before he left. Just stuff. And he acts like, I'm late. I can't talk about this right now. We'll talk about it later. And I said, well, that's fine, except I'm not going to remember this at the end of the day. I mean, it's going to be one of those things. I'm never going to remember to talk to you about this later. So he's late and he's talking to me about this thing. And then he's getting ready. He actually walks out the door. And it's like, I'm just kind of breathing because, I hate when I'm late, it gives me stress. I'm like, oh, I know he's late. I just want him to get on his way to work. So he comes back in. He can't find his keys.
Oh,
so
no.
Now I'm like even more stressed, like looking around for, and it's been the whole weekend. So who knows at this point,
gosh.
where the keys are. So it was another 10 minutes. On Monday mornings, they have the executive meetings. So, all this time I'm knowing he's never going to make it for this meeting. It was so stressful.
It really is a big stressor when you can't find your keys. That's the worst thing.
It was awful. By the time he left, I was like, I'm worn out and the day hasn't even started.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But I said it to him. I was like, you've been up since 6 o'clock this morning. What have you been doing for the last hour and a half? Good grief.
Yeah, our devices keep us busy, don't they?
He just is, he's
I bet
such a reader.
I bet if you polled the average married woman, they would all say the same thing about the husbands in the bathroom with their phone or their iPad or whatever it is. They're in there for an hour.
It's just, well, he gets sucked into the books. You know, he just gets so immersed in what he's reading, and it's just like, I told him I'm gonna start an alarm clock in the morning. Like you can read for, I'm like going back to the mom, you know, the it's the mom in me. You can read for 15 minutes and then let's go. Get on with it.
Would he do that though? Probably not.
No, no. And on it, I wouldn't do it because I've told him, like, I'm not your mom.
No, I don't want to be mom.
Yeah. I did that job. I'm good.
Right?
You're gonna have to be your own boss. But then I have to find out a way to not be stressed about it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's your job.
Yeah, just don't be stressed.
So I'm just doing a little feather pattern on him. And, you know, it's not like you have to have the perfect color formula figured out. It's just, I think it's instinct. And,
Mhm.
you know, once you've mixed a couple of blues and browns together, they're so pretty, all the different combinations you can get.
It's kind of fun when you have a little bit of a happy accident. There's something left in your brush and you go, oh, that looks kind of cool. I kind of like that.
Yeah, a new color
Yeah,
discovery. Yeah,
it just kind of happened.
I agree. And of course, watercolors dry at least, I don't know, 20–30% lighter. So when I first started putting these little feathery strokes down, I felt like they were too dark, but they're going to dry light. So, you know, they're going to dry lighter.
The watercolors are a little bit like what we talk about in the membership, the Christmas morning thing.
Yeah, you're
Always
right.
the next day when I come down and look at it, I'm like, oh, I kind of look, it's kind of cute. Kind of like it. My fingernails are all full of stain and paint.
It's a dirty business.
It's a dirty business. It really is. I wear gloves when I stain, but it never makes any difference. I still end up getting it all over me.
Yeah, I thought it was just me, but
Oh gosh. I don't why do I waste the money on the gloves? And it doesn't make any
well, I mean,
difference.
I'm sure it's protecting you a little bit.
Oh, it
If
just
you didn't
seems
have the gloves on, you know, gosh, you know, it would be a lot worse, right?
I don't know. Sometimes I reuse my gloves, so I'll take them off and realize that it's like it's gotten into the glove.
Yeah.
It's just a mess. But I did use my scrubby soap today and it did help.
Yay.
My hands were, I was using black stains. I was doing some Halloween orders that I have from my Etsy store.
Oh, awesome. So my scrubby soap, I sell that. I don't really have it listed anywhere, but it's all natural soap. It's great for gardeners, artists, anybody that, you know, is kind of constantly getting their hands into messes because it's kind of gentle, but it really works because of the little, it's basically soap integrated into a scrubby little sponge.
It smells so good. My hands always feel good. I really
What's
like
your
it.
favorite fragrance? I think I sent you a few different ones, right?
Yeah, I think I've got the is it lemon lime? Is that one of them?
Yeah.
I think
You like
that's
the
the
lemon
one.
lime the best? Wow.
Yeah, I think that's the one I have. I have one in the bathroom down here, which is basically the bathroom I use for um, this workshop and studio. Um, and then I have one in the upstairs bathroom that I use too.
What scent is that one?
I think
Did
they're
they give you one of each?
I think I maybe hoarded some. I've got some in the cabinet still.
Ah.
I think the one upstairs is the same.
Do
The
you
same
save
thing.
stuff? I save stuff.
I'm such a hoarder. I gotta stop. I need to just use stuff and enjoy it instead of keeping everything.
Yeah, it's funny. I do the same thing. Like it's for some other special day. Well, when is that going to be? When is that coming? You know, why isn't now special
I
enough?
know it's just it's a weird thing that I do. I don't know.
I keep thinking I have this dark enough and then I have to do it again.
I kind of like that when you get to the point where you can come back in and do some of the darkest parts of it. It's kind of fun to see that happen.
Hmm. So it's almost 7. You watching your chicks?
Yeah, I got them on. I don't have it turned up because they're loud, but I've got them on the camera. I can't see them, so they must be off to the side. They're not right under the lamp, so at least that means they're not too cold.
And I'm still getting used to like wiping the tip of my brush off so that I don't have too much paint
Mhm.
in my brush because that can really ruin a stroke with watercolor, you know, if you want a really fine line.
Yeah, and it's the amount of water sometimes even more than the paint itself.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Just all flows out. You're like,
Yeah.
oops,
Yeah.
that's what I wanted.
Thanks, Dolores. They're
Who's
so
so
fun.
cute? Dolores, so you're going to paint some? You guys have some Christmas workshops coming up, you and your daughter, that you're gonna, I mean, not workshops, but you're gonna be selling at Christmas shows and events and stuff.
Still got that pesky dog hair in here.
I love
Sometimes,
hearing about what the members are doing, you know.
yeah, I love that too. Everybody does such different things. It's always fun to see what kinds of shows everybody is at and
All right, now I'm gonna go back to like a softer brown.
Laura says they have a few shows at a retail outlet.
Nice.
So that's keeping them busy. My last 2 orders were still Halloween things, which was a little bit surprising to me. Wonderful, but I was surprised that people were still looking for the Halloween kind of things.
Right?
It's so funny when you sell art or decor, you quickly change seasons from summer into full-fledged Christmas, you know.
Right.
Everybody looks at you like you're crazy, but it's like, no, you don't understand. I have to have this stuff ready.
Yeah, somebody commented about Santa. I think I did a video and said Santa's almost ready, and I meant for resin.
Right?
And they said, you know, I'm sure they don't quite get what we're talking about.
Yeah. It's funny. We don't mean you have to be on his good list yet. We just mean we're getting it ready. Sounds busy, Dolores, I bet.
That was supposed to be as well, which keeps us busy. We have a few shows. We are in. Oh, you're in a retail outlet. Wow. Good, good, good. Like in a shopping mall or in a little store front?
It's always nice to get your art in front of people in person. It's just, pictures just never really fully capture it.
Yeah, I wish you had a place to do that, Shelley.
Yeah, I don't know if I could keep up with it, honestly, at this point. I'm just so crazy busy that, you know, trying to keep enough pieces at a store would be hard, I think. Higgins. I swear I'm gonna get a shot collar. I'm just gonna buzz him every time he barks. Just not shock him, but just vibrate the
Oh, I
collar.
know. I have to use that with Charlie.
Dasher's kind of like, all you have to do is kind of speak harshly, and he's like, okay, sorry. Higgins is like, no, I'm all into this. You don't understand. I'm on the job here.
There's a lot going on here, Mom. You don't get it.
I've got a lot happening. I'm in charge. Don't worry. I got it.
I mean, there's somebody walking by, Mom. Come on now.
Don't you know how dangerous this is?
There's movement out on the street.
Crazy.
Got to keep the streets safe.
It's crazy. Yesterday, I'm sure it was a squirrel that landed on the roof. You know, they both heard the thunk, and
Yeah,
I luckily I heard it enough that it didn't weird me out too much.
right. Yeah.
Like, relax. It's just a squirrel.
Well, I want to glass and resin this now.
You should.
Okay.
He's
So
so
there's
cute.
one. We'll let that dry.
Oh, that's cute.
I mean, you know, I'll go in and probably add a little more detail. Now I can get back to this guy.
Dolores said it's in a store that has a number of vendors. Very good traffic. It's hard to keep up sometimes, especially when I get commissions. Yeah. I know what you mean. Yes.
That's great that you get commissions. I didn't even know that you did them, Dolores. How awesome is that? Good for you.
I think I need to come back in and do a few more light greens behind, maybe even some darker greens in the branches just to bring them together a little bit, but he's pretty cute.
Are you still okay to keep painting or do we need to go?
I'll paint for a couple more minutes. I just want to be able to check on them before it's too late. And the dog dinner and all the things.
All the things. So
Do
many.
you feed Charlie 3 times a day, or do you just put food out for him?
We feed him twice a day.
Yeah.
And we leave it out. Yeah. I mean, he pretty much eats it right when we put it out.
Really? Thanks
Well,
so
you know,
much.
it's funny. He had that, I don't know what it was, some sort of stuff going on, and we had to give him an antibiotic. Remember
Mhm.
that?
Yeah.
It improved his appetite so much.
Wow.
Yeah, it really did. I don't know why.
That's interesting. Dasher is so finicky. I have to stand by and watch because if I didn't, Higgins would eat both Dasher's portion and his.
Yeah.
Like Higgins is, are you hungry? Yes, I'm always hungry.
Yep. Growing boy.
Dasher, like he just doesn't care.
That's how our Barney was. He
Yeah.
could take it or leave it.
He's like I'm not really hungry, thanks. Sometimes I'll like give him a piece of it, kind of almost make him eat one bite, and then he's like, "Oh yeah, that was good. I think I'll have some more of that."
Yeah, it's almost like you got to just stimulate his appetite.
Yeah, it's like he forgot that he was actually hungry.
Weird. I don't know why that is.
Well, it wouldn't be so bad if I could just leave his food and know that he could get it, later, but Higgins is such a chow hound that
Chow hound.
well, I know like I don't want Higgins to have all that.
No, of course not.
He doesn't need like 2 portions every meal.
Then he'll be a really big boy.
Yeah. He's already giant. Hi, Kay. Yeah, I feel like my guy is a little bit crazy around the eyes. I need to come in and blend him in a little bit better, but
Well, you know, and a lot of times when you see the really cute stuff that other artists are painting, they've probably painted it many, many times. This is the first watercolor owl I think I've ever done.
yeah, I haven't.
Honestly.
A lot of times before we go live, I like to practice a little bit. I didn't have time today, so this is my first try too.
Oops. Oh, crap. Way too dark of an outline that I'm putting right here, but now I'm stuck.
I think I like it. I think it looks really good. I think it
That
really,
dark outline around the nose?
yeah, I don't think it's bad.
The nose. I'm calling it a nose.
Yeah. It's funny, I look up and see it in the camera and think, huh. He needs.
Well, I definitely like this guy better. It's funny that I like the one on the wood better.
Which one is on the left one is the wood?
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh. I kind of like the one on the wood better too. It kind of takes on a little bit of an acrylic look on the wood.
Yeah, isn't that funny? I think it's the highlight is way too much down there. So let's get that in. Well, that helped.
I think I'm going to come in with a black pen and go do the fine line around his eyes after it dries.
Oh, okay. Yeah, of course I will. If I if I add glass and resin and stuff, I'll come back and show it on here. That's a good idea, Dolores.
He's so cute. I ran out of room on the top for my guy's hat, so that's why it's all scrunched over. I wasn't going to do the hat and then changed my mind. But I think he's okay.
He's beautiful. Wow. The eyes are very expressive looking.
All right. Yeah, I need to. They're a little bit crazy. I need to fill in some, but it's that sneak in thing. You start slow and then add more.
Mine has a very bulbous tummy.
He's very happy. He had a good night hunting.
Yeah. Oh, all right, my friends. I think I'm cooked. Oh,
I think that's enough.
I didn't really eat dinner either. So I am ready to go munch down on something.
Have some food. We always eat late.
Yeah, you guys eat really late.
Yeah, we really do.
We're going to put this camera now. Let's bring it back over here so I can say goodbye. And here comes Charlie right on cue. Like, oh, are we going to go on our, what
thing that we do?
Yeah, we're going to do the thing now.
It's like, it's my turn. All these people have had, always looking up at you, so cute. It's like, all these people have had enough of your attention.
I'm Charlie, excuse me, hiccuped. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know we kind of didn't really talk during the whole thing, but maybe that's good. Maybe that's a good thing. I don't know.
Come here.
But grab the tracer, and if you do, there is a community. There is a way to post on the community on YouTube.
We always talk about that, but I never go look to see what that is.
Okay. I don't really know how I would share that right now.
I've seen the community tab. I just haven't clicked in there to see what I can do.
Let me see if I can get a link for it. Because then maybe you guys could share, Charlie, you could share pictures. No, go back, of your, if you paint these, let me see, community right here. Oh wait, that's my other website. That's the Agnes Friedlander one. Oh, I have to switch account. Come on, do the switch. It's very weird when you
snort.
There you go. Okay.
Higgins, you were on camera. Don't snort like that.
Oh, good. I have a link.
Yay.
Let me post that in here. Link to share your paintings.
No, you're not going to get this one. I'm going to save you from yourself.
On our community. If I could spell community. There, do you see that link? You could try that.
Oh, yeah, I do see the link.
Oh,
I was wondering,
really.
I was wondering what it looked, if it looked better. Like the colors are so much different when you see
Well,
it.
it's like dark lighting behind you. I noticed when you put something bright right up against the camera, everything else looks really dark in the background.
Yeah.
With these cameras. Like you look like you were in total darkness for a second.
I know, the cameras are so weird.
Weird. Yeah, because the light on the foreground object throws the whole thing off. All right, my friends, I hope you had a good time. I know I did. I look forward to doing this. We'll be back on again next week. I think we're doing the deer next week, which is really cute.
That's exciting.
So grab those tracers because they're going to be taken down by next Tuesday.
And join us tomorrow night for our live again. I hope to see you tomorrow.
And if you're watching this on replay, please put that in the comments. Say replay. Tell us what you thought. Let us know what other woodland creatures you want to see us do.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Okay, good night, folks. Bye.
Say bye, Higgins.
Bye, Higgins.